So it looks like that feature is available. However, it's not as intuitive as it once was, and it looks like it's going to miss a whole section of field, which is not at all helpful. So let's cancel out of that, because it's going to significantly overlap. How high can we go? Yeah, then it's back to the start again. So let's just reset, and let's go like that, and then like that. Hey guys, welcome back to AF Farms for another episode of Riverbend Springs on Farming Simulator 25. So you can just see we've got another load of clothes ready to go. So I've had a couple of game crashes recently, so some of these events may be slightly out of order from when I mentioned in previous episodes and what have you. So if you're wondering why that is, it is because of the game crashes. So we are going to go sell this over at the warehouse, if I can get off this power pole. So we're going to go over to the warehouse, we'll get this stuff sold. So we'll throw on a quick time lapse while we drive over there, and then we'll come back in. Enjoy the tunes.
Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up.
Alright, here we are at the warehouse. Let's cruise around the back here and get this stuff sold. So it should be a decent payday. That's the plan at least. Let's get our curtain solder open. Cool, so about 400k. So playing on easy economy, of course. So obviously we're raking it in. Okay, let's send this guy back on a go-to. Right, so mower's done. So last episode before we had the crash, we were about to go and buy a Teddery. So we'll go and do that as well. And hopefully we can move on. So there's a couple of other things we've got on the go. So new animals. We've been stockpiling timber products in here, in this bale and pallet storage building, in preparation to delete the current sawmills that we've got, so the smaller versions. So that's one thing we really want to send this guy off on a worker as well. We've made a couple of other purchases. So we've got a, where is it, Kubota. We've also picked up this tree harvester, fertilizer spreader, plow. So we're building out a kit, like our stock of equipment, for lack of a better word. All right, where else was I up to? I can't even remember. This game is being a bit of a frustration at the moment. I think a patch is inbound at time of recording. So by the time this video is published, the patch has probably gone live. So just in case you're wondering, I do film these in advance and then edit them sort of as we go. So I'm working through basically launch content at the moment. It's just kind of how I've been doing the videos for sake of time. Now this has actually worked out quite well, doing 2 rows at a time. If you ask me to do this again, yeah, I spoke too soon. Almost got there. Alright, so let's get these guys pushed in and then we'll come back in. Now another thing I was thinking of doing was potentially automating the selling of the clothes. So essentially the only movement of stock for the production chain is essentially putting the wool into the spinnery, and then the entire process from there will be automated. Obviously I will lose a bit of money with the auto selling penalty. I have no idea what the penalty is. Allegedly it's around 30 to 40%, which is pretty atrocious, I think. It's a massive stitch up. I mean, 30% or 25%, yeah, I think that's fair, but 40%, that's like nearly half of your product. So, you know, peak price of 33 grand for wool pretty much evaporates to 15 just because people don't want to move pallets. So I think that really needs to be addressed. I mean, it's not going to be, because it hasn't been in the last 2 titles as far as I'm aware. But then once again, the modders will carry the team and make the adjustments to the game to make it a bit more palatable. I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, what can you do? Right, let's go and grab a Teddery. So the one we settled on before we had the crash was, let's go down to Grassland Care and have a look. So this guy here, the Pottinger HIT 16.18. So we're going to buy that outright. Okay, cool, our tractor is turned up, and at least something's working. Right, where's that Teddery? Okay, just over here. Right, let's get connected, head on back to the farm, and then we're going to go ted this grass pretty much straight away, so I'll see you over there. Alright, here we are. So let's get into our work mode. So work has detected the field, so we're going to do the headlands. We are going to, so if I turn the headlands off, will he do the rest of the field? No, he will not. What if we go working width? Number of headlands, working width, does that change? Doesn't change the, oh yeah, so we can get him to do a straight up and down. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like he's going to work off of, so I just want to see what the threshold is here for it to be adjusted. So that's going to miss the edges. Now is that, if I go all the way that way, so I'm looking at the bottom line, and I just want to see how its position changes. So if I go up to the higher end, okay. So you're obviously able to pre-program this to a degree. Let's go like 12, let's go 12 meters even. So work the headlands off, start with the up and down. Let's go okay, and let's activate the worker. So let's see what happens here. So my understanding here is I've programmed, so it looks like he's going to start from the bottom corner here, do the straight up and downs. So it looks like that feature is available. However, it's not as intuitive as it once was, and it looks like it's going to miss a whole section of field, which is not at all helpful. So let's cancel out of that, because it's going to significantly overlap. How high can we go? Yeah, then it's back to the start again. So let's just reset, and let's go like that, and then like that. So we'll just stick with the standard plan. It's going to be the easy way to go. Alright, so we've sold those clothes. Let's see if we can auto-save, because I don't want to lose my progress, because I've done that too many times. Let's get this guy moved. Alright, actually what we're going to do is we're going to throw on a time-lapse, and we're going to try and move some of these timber products into the bale and pallet storage building. So we'll do that now. So sit back, relax, enjoy the tunes, and I'll see you in a few minutes.
She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit
Alright, that's looking like they're empty for now, so let's jump into the telehandler, and we'll get some of this grass loaded up so we can feed our sheep. This is what crashed the game before. So let's save it, and fingers crossed we don't have any issues. So let's see what happens. You know what, actually I'm going to skip through to the next day. Just double check that there's nothing of importance in May that I need to sort out. So we're working towards October, where we can harvest our cotton. We've got our tedder underway, which is fine. So I think the rain, the snow, the weather effects have an impact on the performance, especially on PS5. So that's what seems to be causing some of the crashes, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. Okay, let's check our used vehicles. Ooh, got a Krone Big M. So what's the working width on this? This is 10 meters, 25 kph. So this will do swath drop and widespread, which would be handy for a few things, but I think what we'll do is we'll push through. Actually, we can buy the rope maker now. So what we should do is we should do that. Let's have a look at what's our time scale. Okay, what I'm going to do is I am going to... Okay, it's obviously not raining. So let's try and load up some of these bales while we've got good weather. So our risk of crashing the game is reduced. I mean, not eliminated, but... Alright, let's grab out some of these 6,000 litre bales. So you can see there, the bale pallet storage mod's bugged. I'm going to keep calling it a mod, but it's just a standard base game building. But the issue is that it doesn't allow what you've asked to be retrieved to fully come out. So I'd imagine that's going to be patched by the time this goes live as a video. But this is just basically the state of the game currently. I mean, no point in sugarcoating it. It's definitely got some problems. So far so good. Okay, so let's throw on a time lapse. I'm going to get these bales loaded in, and then we'll come back in. Enjoy the tunes.
Every time I'm looking at her, she's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing to me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country.
Alright, that was reasonably successful. Let's check in on the animals. Okay, so sheep barn 1 is full. I think sheep barn 2 is now full. It was a little bit underproductive because it didn't have any food. Cows are still working their way through the meadow grass. So it looks like they've turned into juveniles or adults. I don't know. Let's quickly go over to the barn. See if we can spot some of these guys. Oh yeah, they've turned into adults. So whatever age that happens. Alright, good stuff. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the video here and conclude the episode because I'm concerned we're going to have another crash. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the series. Let me know if you got any feedback or suggestions, comments, queries down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one, and bye for now.
Yeah. All right. Wouldn't lie to you. Doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me.